Hello, good people. I'm here again with paper 2. If you check this question, it says in the diagram below, this diagram, the line BF is drawn from point 8, -2. Where is BF? This is BF. So it starts from this point 8, -2 to cut the x-axis at P. So it cut the x-axis at P and the y-axis at F. The inclination of BF is B. So this is the angle of inclination. So it's beta. And the equation of BF is given as this. So the equation of this line is also given. From a point A, which is 4K, this point, another line is drawn parallel to BF. So they draw a line. There's a line which is parallel to BF. So this arrow mark indicates that this line is parallel to that one. They don't meet. They have the same gradient. Okay. Then and it cuts the y-axis at E. So we see that it intersects the y-axis at E. The line passing through A and B has an inclination of 45 degrees. The line through A and B. So we have this line through A and B. So the angle of inclination is 45 degrees. Alright, this is the angle of inclination for this, and this is the angle of inclination for that one. Then, and it cuts the x-axis at C. Angle ABF is theta. Angle ABF is also not given. They said it's theta. What do they want us to do? So I'm going to leave this one here and check the question. They want us to calculate the gradient of AB. Gradient AB. How are we going to calculate gradient AB? Remember, to determine the gradient is what? Tan of the angle of inclination. So gradient AB is tan 45 degrees, which is 1. If you press tan 45 degrees on the calculator, you are going to get 1. Then the next question, they want us to find the equation. So first you write y is equals to x plus c. Then we know we take a point, we pick this point. So this point is going to be our x is 8, our y is -2, to help us to find c. So if I transpose this to this side, it's going to be -2 minus 8, which is -10. So the equation for that is going to be y is equals to x minus 10. Actually, they want us to find k. Alright, they want us to find k in A. So we use this equation. We decided to find the equation of this one because we know the gradient of this, alright, to be 1. So the gradient of this line is 1. We calculated it in the first question. So if you substitute 1 there, m is going to be 1, and you pick a point here, which will help us to find C. So this will help us to get the equation. Since we have the equation, you substitute 4 into it to get the y value, which is k. So if you substitute 4 into it, we are going to get k is equals to minus 6. Okay. Then the next question says, determine the equation of EA in the form y is equals to mx plus c. Where is EA? They want us to calculate this. Determine this equation. They've given us this equation, so we don't have problem with the gradient. Since in the question they say they are parallel, so their gradients are equal. Okay, since their gradients are equal, we can say that FB is parallel to EA. Then we are going to have this one. Our gradient is minus half x plus c. M is now x, minus 1 over 2. We took it from here. Since they are equal, they are parallel, their gradients are equal. Then we are going to pick a point. We know that this point x is 4 and y is minus 6. We calculated k to be minus 6, so we substitute that for y, and our x is 4. It is going to help us to find c. So this is going to give us minus 2. If I transpose, I'm going to get minus 6 plus 2, which is going to give us minus 4. Then this will give us minus 4. Then the next question says, calculate the size of theta. This is the size theta. How are we going to do that? Size theta. First, we need to find the gradient of this one, which you already know. There's no need for you to even find it because it is here. So the only thing is we need to find the angle beta. So tan beta is equals to what's the gradient. And if you transpose, it's going to help us to find beta. But this is a negative angle. We can change it to positive by adding 180 to 8. If you add 180 to 8, beta is going to be 153.4 degrees. So we have beta to be that. Then we know that angle CPB, angle CPB this small angle plus beta plus this beta. So this small angle plus this beta should give us 180. That's angle on a straight line. But we know beta to be this one. So we are going to transpose beta. If we transpose beta, we are going to get 26. So this small angle here, CPB, is 26.565 degrees. Then PCB, this angle is going to be 45 because here is 45, vertical opposite. So now we know this angle, we know this angle. We can use the exterior angle of a triangle. So we know that theta, which is outside here, should be equal to CPB plus PCB, this angle. So when you add them, you're going to get theta to be equal to 71.57. Then They want us to find the length of BF. Length of BF, this length from here to here. BF. And what is it going to be? Our F is 0, 2. We can get it from here. This is the y-intercept. For y-intercept, x is equal to 0. So y is 2. You get it from here. Okay, so since we have these 2 points, B and F, we can use the distance formula to find that distance. And using the distance formula, we know that our F, let me bring the F down. So our F is that one. Good. So x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared gives us this. Then if you simplify, you are going to get 4 root 5. Then we are also told to find the area of triangle ABF. Area of triangle ABF. This triangle, if I draw a line to this, it becomes a triangle. So ABF. You don't have to worry yourself. We can use the area rule. We know this theta, so we use the area rule to find that. How are you going to do that? We know these two lengths, A and B, to be that one. So AB, because we don't know this length, so we need to find it. So AB is going to be x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, which will give us 4 root 2. And area rule, you are going to have half times AB times BF, sine of this angle ABF. So if we simplify, our AB, we calculated it to be 4 root 2, and our BF, we also calculated it to be 4 root 5. Then sine this angle, we calculated it to be 71.57. And when you press it on the calculator, you are going to get that one. Let me show you the angles, those ones, before we move to the next question. Okay, now AB, we already calculated it. It's here. But BF, we also calculated it above. Let me show you BF. BF down somewhere there. Okay, let me show you the angle. Theta, we calculated this theta to be that one. Then BF, yeah, length BF is also here. We calculated it to be what? 4 root 5. So that is this one. Okay. Yeah, see you once again. Bye. Yeah, it seems I still have time. Let me see if I can make use of that time. Let's see if we can go through this. Let J be the point in the fourth quadrant such that APB is a parallelogram. Calculate the size of PAJ. Okay, so I have this. Let J be the point in the fourth quadrant. Where's the fourth quadrant? There's a quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Alright.